I've called this category of excuses product specific because if these are the specific things that deal with your product. So obviously if you can come up with more product specific types of excuses, then feel free to tweak these, use them in your own way, do melds of combinations of these aspects. I'm just trying to give you some basic principles here. I've used almost all of these excuses, by the way, in my marketing. So the product specific excuses, they serve a couple purposes, but the main purpose is just to keep people informed about your product, about the new updates with your product, about the changes, but just to make sure they understand everything about it. Maybe they read the sales letter, but certain things need to be reinforced. And they haven't bought yet, so you're making sales pitches here, but you're also educating them about how much of a quality product your product is. And by throwing these things in there, there's some kind of clever soft sell type ways of doing that, so it doesn't look like you're just doing an aggressive sales approach and you're just kind of slipping it in there just so that they're informed, and you actually get the benefit because it appears that you're just trying to keep them informed, and it doesn't appear to be a hard sell all the time. Well, the first one on my list is a hard sell, a special offer. Well, you can structure special offers in certain ways, but a basic special offer would be, hey, for the next few days, I'm going to give you this bonus if you buy my product. Or maybe for a few days, it's at a discounted price. Or maybe you're selling two products, but for a limited time, for a few days or a week, if you buy one, you get the other one for free. Or if you buy one, you get 50% off the other one. There's a lot of ways to structure special offers. Or maybe you sign up for an affiliate program and you got the resale rights for something, and you're going to bundle that with your product for a special time only, just to get people to take advantage of the offer. People love to get deals. So if you don't want to lower the price, you can add a special bonus that's maybe you're going to sell as a separate thing later, or maybe it's just going to be limited time availability. You can also sell a phone consultation as a bonus if you're selling a higher end product, or maybe you're just getting started. Your list isn't that big and you wouldn't mind talking to people for a half hour on the phone if they spent a few $100s at your website. Some people don't have the time to do that, but you could offer like a phone consultation as a bonus for the next few days only if they were to buy. You can also offer email, special email correspondence. Maybe you'll say, ask me whatever you want through email, and I'll help you out personally above and beyond what I would normally do. Figure out a way to add a bonus or at least discount the price. Give them a reason why they need to take advantage of this special offer, and then send it out, email it to them. You want to be careful about doing this. You can't do this too often because it's going to dilute your list and it's going to get people thinking that you're just trying to sell them all the time. You want to kind of covertly cover up some of these things and make it look like you're not just trying to sell them, even though you're slipping it in there. A recent product improvement. So if you wrote an ebook and you add even one page of new info to that ebook, well, you email your list and tell them that you just added this new information. The people who haven't bought yet, you can tell them, hey, I just added it. If you're interested in getting this, it's available if you buy the ebook right now. And you could either sell the new information as an upgrade to your current ebook owners, or you could just give it to them as a free upgrade and tell them, hey, maybe you sold it as part of your package that free lifetime updates for that ebook were included. But anytime you add something to a product, that's an excuse to email them. But if you want an excuse to email your list, then go beef up your product a little bit. If you add more to your product, you can go back to your sales letter and add a few bullet points. Now your product has a higher perceived value, but if you added that little bit of extra stuff, maybe that's what the person on your email list is waiting for. Maybe that's the little thing that's really going to cause the sale for them or trigger the sale for them. Another thing you're doing when you're telling people that you just improved your product is you're implying that you will continue to improve it. So if they've noticed that you've just added something to the product, now they feel a little more comfortable buying it because they know that if you improve it in a few weeks, they'll get the new improvement. And if you improve it after that, they'll get the new improvement. And they'll also understand that you care about the product and you want it to evolve and you're going to continue to improve it, and that'll make them feel like they're getting a better value. So not only will it kind of encourage the sale, it also builds credibility. Another way, now this is something you build into your sequence, but you can blast it out to your list whenever you feel like having an excuse, is a product feature emphasis. Now, on your website, you may have 10 bullets of different features, and features are just stuff that your product does. So if it's a total information product, maybe it's the kinds of stuff that you'll be able to do when you know this information. If it was a physical product, there's certain things that the product does. Whatever the product does is kind of like a feature, or whatever it looks like, or a black is a feature if there's different colors. If there's a black car, black is kind of like a feature, and red is a different aspect of the feature. Whether or not it has seatbelts or not would be a feature, even though it's a mandatory feature. What kind of stereo it has. I'm talking about cars here. Features, you understand what a feature is. It's just like a component of the product. Well, you have a lot of different features mentioned on your website. Well, in your sequence, you can have it built in where every few weeks you point out a different feature that maybe they're interested in. Maybe they didn't notice that your product does this. And then with the features, you also want to include the benefits that they get by having access to that feature. So they might have read the sales letter and they may have skipped that bullet point, and you're just going to write a little email about how wonderful that bullet point is and why that's a unique feature or a special feature or a really good feature of your product. This is just another way to point out that your product is something valuable, because every once in a while you're going to be telling them about features that they may have overlooked.